Peter Rossi here for the Kalkaska Rhinos, speaking with incoming defenseman Ryan Meagher. Ryan, thanks for joining us this afternoon. How you doing?
Great, how are you?
Good. So to start things off, you were involved in one of the Oliwa Hockey Academy boot camps coming out of the Rhinos' main, or I should say, open tryout camp. What was that experience like, living with Coach Oliwa and sort of getting a taste of what's to come in terms of the season from the training aspect?
It was a great experience going up to Traverse City with Coach Oliwa, and I learned that you have to put a lot of effort to the team succeeding, and it starts with an off-ice training.
And in terms of the off-ice training, what were the areas of your own individual game that you felt training with Coach Oliwa really helped you in terms of working on the areas that you need to focus on before the season starts?
I felt that I got a lot faster when I was in Traverse City for those 2 weeks, and that it helped me off-ice, helped me on-ice, competing quicker.
And with the training, have you ever really experienced anything like that in your hockey career, or was this really the first time that you had somebody really take a big focus on the training aspect of your game and try to help you out in terms of that aspect?
No, this was Coach Oliwa was the first person to help me and made me realize that off-ice training really does help on the ice.
And recently, the Rhinos held their main camp in Grand Rapids. Just talk a little bit about that experience with the hockey tech things that Coach Oliwa had for the players, the Wingate test, and the on and off ice training that he had for the players. What was that like?
It was a great experience up in Grand Rapids, and I felt that it was a good experience to further better our career in hockey, so that we achieve our dreams, and that it helps us realize that we got better during the season.
And of course, that was a time when a lot of the players met each other for the first time. So do you feel that going through the on and off ice training that you had to go through at the main camp was a good way for the guys on the team to bond before everybody reports to Kalkaska for the season?
Yes, it was a good time for the teammates and the good bonding experience.
And nutrition plays a big aspect in the training regimen that Coach Oliwa likes to put upon his players. What did you learn from the nutrition aspect in terms of, eating the right things and making sure that, you're putting the right things into your body that'll allow you to, become a successful athlete?
Great job. Let's go. Get on the bike.
I realized that nutrition is one of the main keys for success, and that if we don't put the right things in your body, it won't come out that great, and that the effort won't be there.
And now, being that you're a defenseman, what type of player do you consider yourself to be? A lot of times people throw around terms with hockey, especially with defensemen, offensive defenseman, defensive defenseman, stay-at-home defenseman. What type of player do you consider yourself to be?
I feel like I'd be like a two-way defenseman, so like I can chip in on the offense, but still be defensive defenseman.
And you've also played some forward in your career as well. So if the opportunity does arise, do you feel confident in your skills as a forward if Coach Oliwa does decide he needs to play you up front, that you can that you can contribute to wherever the team needs you to be?
Yes, I do.
And you have any role model players, growing up, any guys that you tried to model either your game after or that you really like to follow and say, if I could play the game like them, I certainly would like to try to do so?
My cousin Ian Cole, he has helped me tremendously in my career and helped me get better defensively and offensively.
And has he talked with you about the process of you becoming a Kalkaska Rhino, deciding to, to play for Kalkaska in Michigan? What advice has he given you as you're pretty much starting out your career in junior hockey?
He's given me advice like that Coach Ole is a good coach and this is the right team for me and my development.
And how excited are you to get involved in the community of Kalkaska? The Rhinos pride themselves on community involvement and various charities and fundraisers and things of that nature. And the players on last year's team really spoke highly that the community really welcomed the team last year. So, how excited are you that you're going to be able to establish a relationship with the people of Kalkaska? Because ultimately, these are the people that are going to be coming out and watching you play. At home games at the Coliseum.
I'm tremendously excited to get out and help in the community and see that they can help us on and off the ice in any situation.
And lastly, any expectations you have for this season, both for the team and for yourself personally? Anything that comes to mind that you really want to see happen for the 2015-2016 hockey season?
Stay with it.
My expectations is to train off the ice as far as we can, and then that would show
Nice job,
on the
nice
ice.
job, nice job.
All right. Well, once again, this has been Ryan Meagher joining us here for this afternoon. Ryan, thanks again for joining us, and looking forward to getting the season started just a few weeks away.